Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4.
And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
And you'll find some version of this play left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terrace Marshall, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Derek Barnes in on the stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run here with Benson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now running left off the option. Now the ball comes loose. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a 1st drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll go for it. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey on the counter. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. 3-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A give up the middle with Benson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Murray going to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Murray now to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing now is Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 6 now. To throw, it's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Murray. Going right back to Wilson. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught inside the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake. Lance. For Marshall, that's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Terrace Marshall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. There's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble in second down. Zone read. And he loses the football a second time. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The throw over the middle taken in. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. In motion left is Wilson. On second. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Man, that's a third fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Marshall. Touchdown 49ers. Terrace Marshall, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Kadarius Toney, 82 yards. And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Pitch to blue.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That complete to Shorter. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Hey, go steal. Switch.
And Lance going to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Open man, here's Benson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Murray. And he caught it up. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down. He's got a man complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter. I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Niners, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on.